This is a demo on autosegmentation. I want to pick, first thing to do is bring up my study. I'll choose this study, which actually has a previous analysis, but I'll ignore the analysis and do it again. So now the study is coming up. Now here's bring up my previous analysis, which I'm going to ignore and redo it. Okay. Now I go into Edit, Brown Fat, and it comes up with a clean analysis. And the first thing I want to do is go into the Nifti tab. Nifti is actually a file format, but the process itself is pretty nifty. Okay. It asks, I want to use this axial coronal because that's a big time saver. The coronal is limited in, the axial is limited in this section. The coronal is limited in this section, which is actually pretty reasonable. So I'll let it go, press the button and let it go. Now what it's doing here, the process is divided into two sections. The first section finds basically seed regions, and the second section uses this grown mass, which takes the seed regions and expands them over a wider area. So it's starting the second part, this grown mask business, and when that gets done, we'll see what we have. It takes some time, but it's certainly much faster than doing things manually. Okay, it's initializing the seeds, and it's essentially fairly close to the end. Here it's coming up. Okay, it's done. It took 1 minute and 4 seconds. We got 29 regions of interest. So go back to the region of interest section. I'll ask to see what it's found the blue dots. I'll ask to see them in different colors. If I want to see all the colors at once, I can see all the colors at once. But I want to go through them one by one. Now here, I'm interested in the liver and this other organ, because I've got many seed regions in the liver and many seed regions here. That makes no difference for the total metabolic tumor volume, because the TV is the sum of all regions. So whether the tumors are spread over the 10 regions or whether they're all in one region, it makes no difference. But for these radiomics, you want to have the region to cover the entire organ. So I'll go into the region tab, and in these area above the liver and other, I will ignore. What you should do is be eliminating false positives, but that part of the problem I'm not going to demonstrate. Okay, this is above. Going to the next region, again it's above. You can see here. Go down, still above. Here's my first region in the liver. So I'll mark that. And I can go on. This is also region 9. Also in the liver I can mark it if I wish. There's no real reason to do so, but I'll, just for the sake of our argument. This also looks like the liver. This is in the other organ. This is the liver. Just for kicks, I'll mark it. And here's a region in the bridge region. This one I want to save. This will be my seed region for this part. So I'll go through. I want to go back. I know 6 is my original region, so anything above that, if I see it in the liver or in the other, I'll eliminate that. eliminate the ones I don't need. I don't need duplicates because that'll screw up my radiomics. So 6 I want to keep. 7 I want to delete. This is the liver. First time it asked me, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. This I'll delete. This is in the other organ. I'll delete that because I've saved my. This I'll delete. And this is the one I saved for the other organ. So that I'll leave, but I'll eliminate everything else. Delete. This is clearly there. Delete. 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 This you can see is below. Let me look at here. And here it's obviously not in the right place. Delete it. No, I'll leave it. It's not part of either one. This I'll delete. Sure, because I changed the orientation. It asked me again. This is outside the liver, so I'll leave it. This is outside. You can see it here. Ignore it. This is inside. Delete it. This is inside. Delete it. This is actually in the kidney, but I'll just leave it for now. This is again in the kidney. I'll leave it for now. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Okay, I'm done. I can ask this show all, so you can see what's left of these two single regions. Now I'll go back to the nifti tab, and it'll ask me if I want to refresh it. Refresh it means start again from the seed regions and grow it using this grow mask. So I'll refresh it, and it tells me it's going to take some time. So I know I'm willing to spend the time now because I've eliminated all I want to eliminate. You don't want to do this region by region because you're wasting too much time. You want to do it just once. Okay, here again it's come to the macro part and it's finishing it up. And as soon as it's done, we should see the results, the total results. Visualizing the regions. We're fairly close to the end. It's still working. Here it's coming up. And this is the real end of the process. And here you can see the results. The yellow is the liver and the green is the other. And that's essentially what I want. To have one region for each radiomics, for the liver here, for the other here. And this is essentially the end of the